spring, or winter. It's Mardi Gras season. Mardi Gras is an important heritage festival that involves colorful parade floats, strong alcohol, and most importantly, the Zulu coconut. Zulu was one of the first parades to ever roll through the French Quarter, and they were certainly the first to throw decorated coconuts to excited bystanders. Receiving a Zulu coconut is not a simple task. If you are able to acquire this coconut on Mardi Gras Day, you will gain knowledge of the true and raw New Orleans culture, whether you are prepared to or not. Over the next few minutes, I will provide you with the guide to obtaining your own coconut and truly experiencing the New Orleans culture. If you are in New Orleans for the first time as a tourist, you will most likely begin your day by waking up in a Best Western hotel, because you can bet all the good hotels will have been booked months in advance. You can also bet on waking up at 6 a.m. Traffic is an absolute nightmare to conquer, and Zulu is the most sought-after parade in New Orleans. Once you have left your hotel and have emerged on Interstate 10, you will soon drive off the interstate towards St. Charles Street, towards a day of engulfing crowds and excess of alcohol. When you manage to park, it will most likely be in a highly illegal parking spot, because all the real parking spots will have already been taken. This is where the famous flying coconuts will be raining down on St. Charles Avenue. Walking down St. Charles, you will encounter three groups of people: the morning drunks, who have likely been there since the night before, the Louisiana State College kids traveling in packs of 15 to 20, and the families that already regret taking their 3-year-old to such a wild event. Occasionally, these groups will overlap. Despite their differences, however, these groups have one common goal: to obtain the Zulu coconut. And when the parade finally begins to roll, you will find yourself in a mash of people screaming at the parade crew to throw them this said coconut. And if you want to catch it, you'd better find a friend or stranger who's willing to lift you up on their shoulders above the rest of the crowd. If you manage this feat, reach your hand out above the crowd in front of you and hope for the best. You will hopefully feel something fall into your hand. And when you look down, you'll finally see the Zulu coconut in all of its colorful glory. And a day of crowds, disgusting bathrooms, and public intoxication will all be worth it when you finally feel that coconut touch your palm. The parade will continue, but you will feel more carefree now that you have gotten the true treasure of Zulu. Although what you hold in your hand is essentially just a hard fruit that has been painted, it means so much more than that. To New Orleans residents, it is a cultural artifact that is important to our heritage. It is understandable how Mardi Gras as a tourist might appear to just be a big party, but to us it is more. For us, it is a time to get together and celebrate our shared heritage rather than our differences. And the journey to finally closing your hand around a Zulu coconut is not easy by any means, but is an important part of New Orleans culture. Obtaining a coconut from Zulu is a true rite of passage for experiencing New Orleans completely. And like most things in life, getting a Zulu coconut is difficult, but definitely worth the learning experience and the effort in the end.